So I am in my girls' room right now, and as you can see, it is yellow. So we have their closet here, and windows, and this blank wall right here. It is fairly small. I don't know what the measurements are, but I'll find out. So we're obviously gonna paint it white. So I'm trying to think, you know, we have 4 little girls, and this is kind of a tight room for that. So I want to really utilize as much space and storage as I can, especially as they get older. Their clothes, you know, they're gonna have more clothes and need more space for that. So we've already decided that we're gonna do a triple bunk bed right here on this wall. Because we're kind of limited, if we do 2 bunk beds like we have in the past, it would cover up the windows here. Windows just bring such happiness and joy to a room when you have that sunshine pouring in. So I really do not want to cover up the window if possible. So right here, there's just enough room for a bunk bed here. So we thought, why not do a triple bunk bed? That way we would have Brooklyn, Everly, and Holland. And then we just need to figure out Finley when she comes out of her crib. Don't look at my messy bedroom right there. I promise that is the next room. Let me turn this way. It's so bad. So we've played around with a few different ideas, and I thought about, I don't know if you've seen a Murphy's bed. Basically, it's a bed that comes in, it folds up into the wall, and then you fold it down. But we have this little crib mattress, or actually that's a toddler mattress here. So I originally thought maybe I could put it here up in the wall, but then I thought, you know what, that's not gonna look as pretty. So I said we do really need a shelving unit. So we've decided to do a shelving unit because you have storage, it looks pretty, it's slimline, so it's not taking a lot of space in your room, but you also have cabinets on the bottom. So now we've decided on putting up this little toddler bed as a Murphy's bed. I'm not exactly sure how that's gonna work, but Chad's gonna figure that out. But it's basically gonna fold up here in the wall, under the window. So Finley's bed will be right here. You'll have plenty of floor space here for them to play, and you know, I think the most important thing was that they would have storage. I have charted out the design with Brooklyn and Everly and Holland. They're all girly, so they wanted something pink. I knew that was important to them. So I've tried to add just a little bit of almost like a vintage touch because I think it's just, I don't know, I love it. So I hope they love it. And then they're gonna each have just something special in the room. I think that'll mean a lot to them. And yeah, let's get started, you guys.
Well, here it is, folks. This is the girls' room pre-transformation. Here I'm standing over here by the door. We got some nice canary yellow paint. We are actually going to put a triple bunk, and because of that, we want to make sure that this room does not feel closed in at all. So one of the ways we're going to do that is we're going to start with this light fixture here. Because it's darker, it kind of presses down on you just a little bit, has that feeling. But we are going to take that down and put a flush mount LED. They make them so slim and low profile that they hardly are noticeable, and it's almost going to look like one big giant can light. Tell me what you're doing.
What we want.
For your bedroom?
Yeah.
So draw what you want in your bedroom, okay? Draw your beds.
I'll draw the first bed.
A, M,
That's the first
P.
bed.
This is a lamp. Now draw an arrow to right there. There. That's a lamp. So we'll tell Mom that that's a lamp there. Okay, so how about we put that on the
Carson
shelf?
knows what
Daddy's
this
built a
is.
shelf. See that shelf right there? It'll have baskets and it'll have a little cabinet. In each one of those, you guys will have something for some
Daddy, it's gonna.
a spot for your stuff.
Daddy, wait,
Okay.
I need to put
So
this
we'll
on.
try to get real organized, and that's what we're trying to do is stay organized
Daddy, move my
and
car.
keep all your stuff under control.
Oh, welcome to the paint workshop. This is where all the projects are being done.
Got multiple projects.
Oh, we got some helpers over here. My little brother Judson is in town for a few days,
Yeah.
which we are so happy about. Chad, what you working on, baby? See, we got our ginormous, like, what is that called? A shelving unit?
Yeah, it'd be
Two of them?
it'd be considered a built-in because it's
Okay.
gonna be semi-built-in, but we're trying to build them so that it can be used for another location. It doesn't
Okay.
have to be necessarily.
Yes, because I'm taking it with me if I ever leave.
Yeah, or we can move it to another spot. So, trying to make it multi-purpose, but I think the bottom is going to be, this would be a little unique compared to some of the built-ins I've done, but I'm going to try to build two cabinets on the front, on the lower section, 1, 2, 3, which when I do the faces of them, that'll build it down a little bit, so it'll kind of close in the space, but also add strength to these shelves. I'm trying to go with as light and small material as possible, so I went with 1/2-inch material on the side.
I love
And
that.
so we're gonna finish out the tops with something pretty, maybe a little bit of crown or something.
So this is the skeleton.
Yep,
I
this
love
is
it.
a skeleton. Which will be neat though is I've never done this before either. Is your wallpaper
Oh,
for the backing.
yes.
So we've got a piece of thinner plywood that goes on the back. We're underlaying it. It's pretty thin. And we'll actually wallpaper that and then press it up against the back and attach it that way. We have about, I think almost 9-foot ceilings in there.
Yes, which is such a
Which
blessing.
is wonderful. So you can take advantage of that height. That's what we're doing.
I love that. Bricky Cookie, what you building, girlfriend? What you creating? Oh, wow. Like a dinosaur land?
No,
No, what is it? Tell me what it is.
it's better. It's my house.
Oh, it's a house. That's the roof. You're right. And the door.
I'm trying to finish that.
Ricky, that is so creative. And what are the little boys working on?
His house.
Oh my goodness. Carson has been creating this piggy bank with Dad, and Judson's been helping too. So this is where
The roof.
the money goes in.
Yep.
Carson, I might need you to build me a house like that. Carson? Oh, here it is. And show us the coolest part on the house. What's the coolest part? Oh, look.
Attach that
Look
right
at that.
there.
The door opens, guys.
Spins around like that.
And the window. Carson, can you build me a house that looks like that? Would that be okay? And Bricky can make me a house like that too, that's sparkly.
We're gonna attach this top
Oh my goodness, such creative children. Oh my goodness.
All right, tell me what your plan is.
My plan is to do this,
Oh, I love that, Brooke.
and this is.
What
So
is
who gets
that?
the top bed?
And
it-
I want some screws in my bed, so
Okay.
then I can put some pictures, make a hole in the picture, then put
Oh, I like that, Brooke. What a good idea. So you can show off your pictures you draw.
Is that the window with the sun coming through it?
it there. Mm-hmm.
I love that, Brookie.
Brookie, I love, what a good
Daddy,
idea.
we can paint this
How did you think
purple.
of that?
You're quite the designer.
We can
That's really
paint
awesome.
the shelf purple. Then there's a pink carpet. Daddy, can
pink
paint
carpet?
the books. Yeah.
Oh, Holly.
Let's come
Is that
over
the
here.
4 girls in your room?
we
I
got
love
here, Holly?
that. Which one's you?
The purple one.
Oh, which one's Brookie?
The yellow one.
Okay, which one's Evie?
This one. And that's cartoon.
That
Those are the
is
4 sisters.
that
I
is-
love it.
That is the coolest thing ever.
No, that's.
Oh, I think it's great.
What about Finny Winnie?
Oh, we got.
This is for.
Okay, so Brookie will have cabinets here where we can have stuff in, and then you each, do you each want a basket to put your stuff in?
Yeah.
Evie, that's beautiful. Wow, you guys are so creative. So you want a basket to put your stuff in, Holly?
I made it for you.
I love that. I will wear that with pride.
This is.
So, Daddy, here's our plan right here. We're gonna have 3 shelving units. There's gonna be basket storage here, and in the backing of this is gonna be like an old wallpaper looking, vintage wallpaper. Maybe a tiny little floral print or something. So then we're gonna have cabinet storage here, which is gonna be really convenient, especially when they get older. And then this is the fold down Murphy's bed. Daddy, look at mine. So then we have the window units here, and we'll have a little valance here. So do you like this plan?
It's beautiful.
I think it's gonna be perfect. So happy about getting another room done. Oh, wow.
Gorgeous.
Great. Okay, this is our first update. So Chad has finished both of the shelving units, and he's got 1 shelving unit in here. Oh, look at that pretty trim at the top. So it's gonna be just like it on this side over there. There's where it's gonna be. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that beautiful? And it's going to be painted white, so it still has to be painted, but this is gonna basically be lining the back of it. And I got this at Home Depot. It's just these tiny little floral prints right here. It's beautiful. I love it. So yeah, we're making progress. He's still working on the trundle bed that's going to be, actually it's not a trundle bed. What is it called? I forget now. But it's gonna be up in the wall, so he's encasing that, and then we're gonna probably do painting tonight. So that's the first update. So pretty, isn't it? Wow, it's gonna be beautiful. It is painting day. So Chad got both shelves finished. They're gonna be gorgeous. Of course, they're gonna have the cabinets on the bottom here. And we are painting it, what's the name of the paint color, Chad?
Swiss coffee.
Swiss coffee, which is very similar to alabaster. I love it because it's this creamy white that doesn't have yellow or blue undertones or green. Like it feels very natural. And it's worked in all of our houses. And the reason I use a neutral palette is because I feel like if I want to do something that is going to last probably the longest, where we're not gonna have to worry about repainting and everything, it's so easy to add color through your decoration or your rug or your blankets or your pillows rather than actually having to paint your whole room, which is gonna take a lot more effort and time. Whereas if I paint this room alabaster, I can bring in my color through, I'm gonna have the wallpaper here, which is gonna bring in some color. And then I will also have their bedding, which is gonna be colored. And I just feel like it's a simple way to change out, which is gonna be better for your budget as well. So Chad, do you have any tips? You're looking good over there.
No, just about to start cutting in some paint. So
How big is this room, by the way?
So this room, I believe, is 12 foot by, I don't have my tape on there right now, but I want to say it's like 12 by, pretty close to a square, 12 by 12.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
It's tight for all the girls that we're putting in here.
Yeah, it would be a great room for probably 1 or 2 girls.
Cool, yeah.
So yeah, we're making it work, which is amazing. And eventually, who knows, we probably give the girls our master bedroom. Me and Chad will move in here.
No.
Oh my goodness. But I think it's gonna be just fine for now because you figure that each girl will have a bed here, which will be perfect. And then Finley will be here in our little bed here. And usually on a toddler mattress, she would probably be fine until she was like 4. So we have a good 3 years with this setup right here, which is kind of what I'm going for. I'm gonna say what is gonna last the longest and be the most practical for our family. Yep. And as just an added effect, I love it to be pretty at the same time. So that's a bonus.
You always love pretty.
I do, it makes me happy. And look at that view the girls get. Isn't that stunning, guys? Look how pretty that is. I love it, it's beautiful. gate. We have both shelves in. They're beautiful. Ignore the pink because it was just repurposed wood that we used for something different. So that will be lined with wallpaper there. And then Chad is working on the Murphy bed right now. How's it coming, babe? I know this is something new.
It's new. It's coming along. I had to redo this trundle frame that I had, just repurpose it and make it deeper. And yeah, just a matter of getting it to hinge correctly. Whether we'll add spring-loaded hinges to kind of do a soft close, or if we'll just have it so that it's there's a locking mechanism that the kids can't open it. We'll have to figure it out.
And we have our bunk beds in. So happy. I'm gonna be so happy when it's all finished. This is the hard part.
And Daddy, don't do loud things. I'm telling it to Mommy.
Okay.
That would distract us.
And just do it. Daddy, be quiet. Okay, don't.
Nice and quiet. Daddy little mouse here.
And there was anybody who liked God.
What was inside the gate?
Daddy, be quiet.
Too loud.
Too loud. That's okay. I'm telling Mommy the story.
This time.
Daddy, be quiet. Daddy, be quiet. Daddy.
Sorry.
Gotta do little things.
So it's going to be painted white, and then it's going to look similar to the picture frame doors that are going to be right here. It's beautiful too. It's just going to be darling. So I found these valance curtains here for like $4, and I think they're going to be perfect up here. I have a really slimline rod, and I'm just trying to figure out where exactly to hang these. Typically I would hang them a little higher, but since the dresser's here, I'm gonna work right below the dresser here so it doesn't look awkward. That would look funny above it. So I think these should be perfect. They have a little texture to them, but not any color. So they're very neutral. But I think they're gonna be darling. So I have two of them, Dad. Here's the second. bunk beds, you know the hassle of making the beds. Now that we have a triple, we decided to get the Betty zip-up beds. They are an investment really, but when you are used to making bunk beds, it's worth it. So thankfully they do have quite a few sales, so if you can snag them when they're on sale, occasionally you could even get like buy one get one free, so that's what I would recommend. But if you have bunk bed sets, these are the way to go. It's basically an all-in-one, so it has your sheets.
Goes around the, it's like one gigantic.
It's basically like adding a fitted sheet to your bed.
Overgrown fitted sheet is what it is. Wow, that is nice.
Just like praise
I
the Lord.
grew up making bunk beds all of my life.
So this
Never heard of this.
This is probably the only way your child could make their bed, because it would just be really complicated to make a bunk bed. So that's why typically me or Chad do it.
Yeah, it's an easy way to make your bed like in the morning, you know? It's not so hard.
And it's so pretty. Can't wait till they're all done. So since we have so much white going here, we just feel like that's a little too much. It almost feels like overwhelming with so much white. So we're gonna break it up a little bit and add this texture here, because we had some left over from the baskets that Chad is making right now. So when we add these panels right here, I think it'll just fill it in, and it will add just a little warmth to so much bright white here. Well, it'll look a lot more like a cabinet, I think, or a dresser, rather than a bed. I'm anxious to see how you're doing this, Chad.
Me too.
Are you figuring it out at the same time?
Yes.
Okay, tell me what you're doing, babe.
My work table.
Yes, it's
Right
a
now.
disaster out here.
So
Absolutely.
I'm just putting this last frame together. These are just little simple picture frames, and we're gonna spray paint them. So I'm really just scrounging for the last pieces I've got. I've been ripping down material just to use up material, and so it doesn't cost us a lot. You just need a...
Makes a big difference on a canvas though. So we're gonna get 12 by 12 canvases, which were like, I think they were $11 a piece on Easy Canvases.com, I think. So they were super cheap. So now instead of having to buy a frame, which would kind of add up if you got it for a canvas, he's just gonna make these, and they're gonna be beautiful. And then we're gonna spray paint them gold.
Yeah. Spray paint them gold.
That's the plan.
It'll be pretty.
Okay, so this is our last day to finish everything. Look how beautiful everything turned out. So we basically have a blank slate right now, and I have quite a few decorations just laid out to see what I'm gonna use. I have kids' books and just different things that I might use to decorate the shelving units with. Here, Chad's added the boxes, and they are so nice for storage. It basically just hinges down like this, and it doesn't come out, so it's just perfect. So that's a lot of storage space, and it also looks pretty. And he added the panels here, which turned out beautifully. And this is the same way. So these are just really convenient. It was an awkward size to buy baskets for because it only comes out 10 inches. So it's pretty slim line. And then we have all of this cabinet storage as well, which is so convenient. We will definitely utilize all of that. So with working with these shelves, they've got a lot of height to them. So we kind of want to, when I'm decorating it, I want to basically balance it by bringing tall things and short things, so it feels like a natural flow here. So I'm gonna kind of walk you through what I do, and it's probably gonna be a lot of trial and error. but I'm gonna show you my process. So I have sort of like this, almost like a vintage feel that I kind of want to incorporate. So here, I'm gonna add some height here, which as you can see, I'm at the top. So to balance that out, I'm gonna bring something that's just a little bit lower next. I hope I'm not making you dizzy. So I'm gonna put those side by side. That's very pretty. And then usually I use quite a few books to balance things out. I'm just gonna take these books, and if I turn them around, I think they're gonna be too harsh, just because this one's black. Now if I had a lighter colored book, I might have to look for one of those. And then I'm gonna put this one on top because it kind of matches the aesthetic that I'm going for. And I'm gonna find something medium height, which just needs to be clean, bless its heart. So basically do something and see what I think about it. See if I like it. That feels pretty balanced right now. I'm trying to bring green in the greenery because this always just makes things kind of pop. And then I want to bring gold in some of the shelving units because we have the pools here, we have the curtain right up there, and then Chad has made these frames for my canvases, which will go right here. So I'm going to try to incorporate gold as well. Okay, so got part of it done. I'm going to take these books because as you see, I need height on this side or else it's not going to feel balanced. So I'm going to set these standing up because that will give me my height. And then I kind of just push these up against it to keep it in place. So this adds just a little bit of color as well. That's about right. And you could put a candle up there, a plant, something that's basically going to balance it. But I'm going to use these. I love using groups of 2. As you can see, I use 2 here. So I'm going to balance it on this top shelf by using 2 on the top. So as you see, I kind of have like this clay texture, the golds, and then I have floral or greenery. So when I go to this other side, I'm going to try to balance it and do the same thing so it feels like it flows and it all goes together. Okay, so in the window, I love to put a live plant if I can. Bless this one's heart. You will love the sunshine though. And it also makes it easier because I don't want to put a plant that I'm going to have to water up here because there's always the chance of it leaking and I don't really want that. So, and then this little candle's really cute. I don't know if I'll love it there, but we'll find out. Okay, so moving to the next side. So the same thing with these books. I don't want to basically show too much blue, but if I keep turning around this way, then I feel like it's perfect. You don't want to copy each side. You just kind of want it to look like it flows. And I found the cutest little vintage bike. How cute is that at TJ Maxx? And I thought that would kind of bring in the vintage look I'm going for. So here, I just made a stack of books basically from tallest to shortest. And they're not too bold and bright, so I feel like they'll work perfectly for this space. And then some pretty books to balance them. And then I'm going to do the same thing, but this time I'm going to use just a little. So you see how so far I have my height balanced here. I kind of wish it was a little taller here, so I might have to play around with that. Because you see how it's kind of the same height here. I need to break that up a little bit. But I like the fact that so far I'm bringing the green in So you have the green, the books, the gold, and you have the mirror to balance it up top. Maybe I should switch this here. Trust me, I usually have to play around with this quite a bit to get exactly, oh, I like that better. Because then you have the height there, and it kind of balances out here. I like that better. Oh, I like that. That looks pretty good. So moving to this side, see what it looks like together. I don't know if I can give you all the correct shot here, but I like the way that's headed. That looks good. I feel like that yellow book on the end is a little too harsh. So I'm gonna switch that for this green book right here. I like that better. As you can see, I've tried to balance my height, my textures, my colors on both sides. And I think this is almost what I'm going for. These were all this color pink, this fuchsia pink, which would have been beautiful in a pink fuchsia room. But since I'm going for gold, Chad just spray painted these. I thought about hanging them on the wall, but all the girls have backpacks, which they take to church, or if we're going out on a trip or anything, they fill it up with crafts and different little things to do to keep them busy. So Chad had the idea to put them a couple in each cabinet, and then we could basically hang their backpacks in here, which would be great for storage and kind of get them up off the floor like they are right now. So we have just a few things left. We're gonna hang these in the cabinets, add their backpacks there. Once my canvases come in, they're supposed to come in today, we're going to add the canvases on the wall. And then we have an old bookcase that Chad made that we're gonna paint, retouch, and just hang them back up on the wall. And that's just, I love to incorporate as many books as I can and in as many places as I can throughout the house, because it's kind of like if it's something you're constantly seeing and going past, then you're more apt to probably pick it up and read it. And I love the kids reading. Like, I want them reading as much as possible. I know that's just so good for expanding their knowledge and their curiosity and really opening a whole new door of imagination. So I try to incorporate as many books in as many places as I can throughout the house. We have a bookshelf in the hallway. We have them here in the room. We have them in Carson's room. So there's plenty of places for them to read, and it's something to kind of help them wind down at night. So we're almost done. The beds are all done. I'm very excited. And the shelving units are done. They're beautiful. I love the way they turned out. So stay tuned for the final reveal, and we're gonna show the girls. Wow, they turned out beautiful gold, didn't they? They look like $1 million.
Yeah, that was a good idea.
It's so pretty. What do you think? You excited? Do you love the way it turned out?
I love it. I mean,
It's
you're
just
so
the coziest.
It's very bright and cheery, and
It's adorable.
wow, I could sit in here all day.
It's just so peaceful, isn't it?
It's very peaceful.
It really is.
But we got
You
lots
did
of
great.
storage.
You killed it.
Nope.
Smile. Let me see your pretty smile.
Oops. What I love about this is you don't have to have a high-end shop to make stuff that's functional. This is not high-end
And beautiful.
cabinetry, furniture, whatever we're working.
I think
I
it
would
is.
consider it, you know,
think it's
average,
stunning.
but I feel like it's sturdy and
It's
it's something that's going to last for
really
our needs and our
stunning.
purposes without breaking the bank with, you know, buying or having somebody with a shop that actually has all the professional tools to do it. But
That's stunning.
anybody could do this, but
I don't think that's true, but.
I don't think so.
Oh, sweet little girls. Okay, we're gonna get ready to show them. The one thing that Brookie requested is she wanted something to hang her letters.
All right there?
Yeah, that's about right. Yeah, perfect. So this is something that she can just hang her little letters and pictures she draws. She loves to draw as well. And then this wall looks pretty empty and bare. So we had this toy box and Chad just repurposed it, took the leather off and added this pretty green mint color. And I think it's perfect because it holds all their little stuffed animals and it's also beautiful and it fits in the space perfectly. So since I did that, I added some mint green there. So it kind of ties it in as well. And then here, I also added some green. So it just feels like it's just a tiny pop, but it's beautiful. So we'll hang these where Brookie's little string is gonna be right now and just leave these up there so she can attach her pictures with it. It's gonna be beautiful.
Just needs a couple extra here and there. Here, a couple extra too.
I wanted Chad to show you guys how the little toddler Murphy's bed works. This is gonna be Finley's bed eventually.
Push on the bed. Pull up on 2 different pins, which we'll change out these pins to something nicer.
But it's basically safe, so only adults can do that. And look how adorable that is. It just fits perfectly here in this space. And then they also still have a lot of floor room. So I love it. I've never seen anything like it, but I think it's perfect. Excited?
Yeah.
What are you excited about?
Because to go in our bedroom. Yeah.
Have you been waiting?
Yeah.
Are you so excited? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, let's count to 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
What do you think?
Nice.
Love your bed. What do you think, Brookie? Is that what you wanted?
Yes.
You wanted somewhere to hang your beautiful pictures you make and your letters. So there's all kinds of little clips that you can hang them with. Do you like it? You love it? That's where you're gonna keep your backpacks. It's a princess girl's bedroom. Is that what you wanted? Daddy, can you show Brookie and Evie how their bed zips too? This is gonna be the easiest bed you've ever made.
And then you reach right up here. Right up here. See, Brooke? Reach right up here. And there's a zipper. It's like a sleeve.
How cool is that?
And there's your bed.
Can I see how pretty you look on your bed?
Yeah.
What?
Mommy, come up here and look at my bed.
Okay.
Come up here.
And it looks like Evie's already going to sleep. Good night, Evie.
Night, Daddy.
Hey, Holly, did you see your special cabinet?
Here.
Over here. You want to see it, Brookie? You want to come
Yeah.
see it? Okay, so
You
come
put
over
a lot
here.
of your stuff
These,
in
we're
your
going to fill these
backpack.
up, and they're going to hold a lot of stuff, too.
I see the bookshelf.
Okay, Daddy, show him the special trick, because Finny, oh yeah, there's the bookshelf, Finny, Winnie, Winnie.
Oh, my
Daddy,
favorite
can you
book.
show Finny her bed?
Finley, let's see your bed. Come here. Okay. This is Finny's special bed, and only Daddy can do this, okay? It's a special trick.
Just for
Okay?
adults.
And look,
Okay, here it comes. Yay!
We gotta put Finny sheets on here.
So big!
When she gets a little bit older.
And she can be in the girls' room like a big
I
girl.
wanna crawl over to that bed.
It's perfect for a tiny princess.
Yeah.
You gotta get it straight. Yep, just line it up straight, like along the edge.
Oh, Brookie, do you love it?
Oh, perfect.
And all your storage. Winnie, Winnie, what you think? Evie, what's your favorite part about the room? Brookie, what's your favorite thing about the room?
My stuff on my bed.
Oh, and your stuff on your bed that you get to put up there? Holly, what's your favorite thing about the room? So,
The carpet in my bed.
can you tell Daddy thank you for building all of this beautiful stuff?
I like my picture
So you have to
in
organize
this
the
carpet.
toy box.
You
I
do?
like my
Look.
bed.
It's got a new cover on it. You like the new cover?
Isn't it perfect with all of our
It's ready. We
toys?
gotta clean it. Gotta clean it up. There we go.
Say thank you for watching. Stay tuned for the next big reveal.
It's gonna be my favorite bedroom to sleep in, and we can sleep in it.
It is the favorite one you've ever had.
And I'm gonna sleep in it.
You're gonna sleep like a queen?
Yeah, and a beautiful princess.
Yes.